Oldboy, directed by Park Chan-wook, is a 2003 South Korean neo-noir action thriller that has become a cult classic for its gripping narrative, intense action, and shocking twists. The film is the second installment of Park's Vengeance trilogy, and it stands out for its intricate storyline, visceral emotions, and themes of revenge, redemption, and the harrowing consequences of one's past actions. It's a story that takes the viewer on a roller coaster ride of emotions, blending psychological horror with raw human drama. Spoiler alert! Before we dive into the details of this extraordinary film, it's important to note that Oldboy is a movie best experienced without prior knowledge of its twists and turns. The film's power lies in its ability to shock and surprise, so if you haven't seen it yet and wish to do so without any spoilers, I highly recommend watching it before continuing with this narration. Now, let's delve into the story of Oldboy. The story begins in 1988 with Oh Dae-su, an ordinary businessman with a penchant for drinking. One night, after being arrested for drunken behavior, Dae-su is mysteriously kidnapped and wakes up in a strange, private prison. An apartment with no windows, only a television, and basic amenities. He has no idea who his captors are or why he has been imprisoned. All he knows is that he is completely isolated from the outside world, with no human contact for company, and only the TV to keep him informed about the world he can no longer touch. Days turn into months, and months into years. During this time, Dae-su experiences the torment of solitary confinement, but his mind is kept sharp by the burning desire to know why he is being held captive. He learns from the TV that his wife has been murdered, and he is the prime suspect. The news devastates him, but he vows to survive, get his revenge, and find out who is responsible for his suffering. Over the years, he trains his body, hardening himself for the day he might be free. 15 years pass. Without warning, Dae-su is released from his prison. He is given new clothes, money, and a cell phone. His sudden release is as mysterious as his imprisonment, and now, more than ever, he is determined to uncover the truth behind his torment. As he stumbles into freedom, he meets Mi-do, a young sushi chef, who takes an interest in him and offers to help him in his quest for vengeance. Dae-su's journey is one of brutality and revelation. He embarks on a violent rampage through the underworld, trying to piece together the puzzle of his past. Each clue he uncovers leads to more questions and greater confusion, but he is relentless. He discovers that his captor is a man named Woo-jin, a wealthy and powerful figure who seems to have orchestrated every aspect of Dae-su's imprisonment and subsequent release. As Dae-su delves deeper into Woo-jin's life, he is confronted with a series of shocking revelations. He learns that his imprisonment was not random. It was a carefully crafted plan to exact revenge for a long-forgotten incident. In their youth, Dae-su had unwittingly spread a rumor about Woo-jin's incestuous relationship with his sister, leading to her tragic death. Consumed by guilt and a twisted sense of justice, Woo-jin dedicated his life to making Dae-su pay for his youthful indiscretion. The narrative reaches its climax in a tense confrontation between Dae-su and Woo-jin. In a moment of horrifying clarity, Dae-su discovers the final piece of Woo-jin's revenge. Mi-do, the woman who has become Dae-su's only solace, is in fact his own daughter. Woo-jin reveals that he has orchestrated their relationship, knowing that the truth would destroy Dae-su completely. Overwhelmed by the realization of his own incestuous relationship and the depth of Woo-jin's machinations, Dae-su begs Woo-jin for mercy. In a desperate bid to erase his knowledge, Dae-su cuts out his own tongue, symbolically silencing himself. But Woo-jin, satisfied with the torment he has inflicted, takes his own life, leaving Dae-su to grapple with the devastation alone. In the aftermath, Dae-su seeks out a hypnotist who had once worked with Woo-jin, asking her to erase his memory of the horrifying truth. The film concludes with Dae-su and Mi-do reunited, but the ambiguity of whether the hypnosis worked leaves the viewer questioning the nature of memory, guilt, and redemption. Oldboy is a film that explores the dark depths of human emotion and the destructive power of revenge. At its core, the movie is about the cyclical nature of vengeance and the way past actions can reverberate through time, causing unimaginable pain and suffering. The film challenges the viewer to consider the consequences of one's actions and the ways in which we can become trapped by our own need for retribution. The story also delves into themes of identity and memory, questioning how much of who we are is shaped by our past and how we might seek to escape or erase it. The relationship between Dae-su and Mi-do serves as a tragic reflection on the perils of living without knowledge of the truth, and the devastating consequences that can arise when that truth is finally revealed. Oldboy is not just a tale of revenge. It's a meditation on the human condition, the limits of forgiveness, and the ways in which love, guilt, and hatred can intertwine in the most destructive of ways. It leaves the viewer with a sense of unease, questioning the nature of justice and whether true redemption is ever possible. The film's unforgettable twist and its intense emotional journey make it a masterpiece of modern cinema, one that lingers in the mind long after the credits roll.